What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Thursday's main NBA DFS slate. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get the homework out the way. Drop a like for me real quick. Really helps out the channel. Also, if you're new to DraftKings addict, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, guys, drop your comments below. I love the comments and plays that you guys suggest. It really helps me out. Again, drop your comments below. So let's go ahead and get started. We got NBA All-Star Weekend around the corner, guys, so keep an eye out for that. But let's go ahead and get into today's slate. And let me just start off by saying James Harden is MVP. All right, in discussion. So at DK Addicts, follow me over on Twitter. All righty, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Draft Dashboard is my research tool of choice. As you guys can see, there's a 30-day trial for $1 in the description of this video. All right, we also recently added this cheat sheet, and we have a couple other options as well, but go ahead and check it out. If you like it, subscribe. You don't, cancel. Real easy, guys. So today we have a 5-game slate with a 2-game night slate. So let's go ahead and break it down. So I'm gonna give you my top plays at each position, guys. So right now at point guard, we just had some recent news break. It looks like Kyle Lowry is going to be sitting today. He was going to be my favorite point guard on the slate, but now he's out for rest, and so is Kawhi and OG. Alrighty, so should be able to get some value out of that game right there. That would be Toronto versus Phoenix, and they're still 9-point favorites with those guys out. So interesting. So gonna sprinkle in some of these value plays like Norman Powell and Van Fleet. Danny Green, I just can't play him, man. Dude's too inconsistent. Maybe some Ibaka, but yeah. Anywho, long story short, Victor Oladipo, man. All right, so 7.6K, man's been having a pretty bad slump over the last couple of games. All right, but he's at home, 2-point favorite versus Philly, so it's going to be a close game. 224-point over and under. All right, one of the highest ones on the slate. So definitely some consideration should be done there. But I like Victor Oladipo for a low ownership play. All right, just because he's been burning people lately. Again, not too great of a play. And now we have Kyle Lowry out, so I think he goes under owned with people like Kemba Walker and De'Aaron Fox on the slate. But I like Oladipo. Shooting guard, I like Mr. Brandon Ingram. OKC, high over and under game. Projected to be a blowout by OKC. All right, but we'll see. But Brandon Ingram should get all the minutes he can handle and should be able to pay off his 6.3K salary. I like Brandon Ingram at 6.3K. All righty. Again, players like Van Fleet, again, with the injury or the news for Mr. Lowry being out, should be somebody that you consider definitely for cash games. He's going to be popular most likely. So next up, we got Bogdanovich. All right, so 5.5K. The guy's averaging around 30 minutes a game. Should be able to put up 30 DraftKings points or more versus Charlotte, which he has done in the past. And so at 5.5K, I like this young cat. Actually, I like that whole Sacramento team, to be honest, man, going up against Charlotte. Some of my favorite plays are going to come from that game. So at 5.5K, I think he's a good, nice value right there, guys, at that price point. Again, Danny Green, I just can't do it, man. Even with all those guys out, he's still probably going to suck. So, again, Fred Van Fleet at 5.4K. Someone to consider. I wouldn't call him a lock. But DeLon Wright, I actually like him, though. At 4.6K, a little bit cheaper. Probably going to go a little lower under-owned. Considering Van Fleet is probably going to get all the attention. All right, so I'm going to throw him in my player pool. All right, I got KCP right here, guys. Just lately, he's been playing more minutes. As you can see, 31 and 26. All right, and he has a positive history versus OKC. Last 3 games, 38, 34, and 26. So for a guy that's 4.7K, pretty good numbers. Will Barton is somebody that I'm definitely considering too for GPP. I think the Denver is a big favorite versus Chicago. Yeah, 13 points. So that could mean extra run for him off the bench. Will Barton, as you can see, he's put up 30, 52, and 34 versus Chicago. So I'm going to add Will Barton to my player pool. All right, on a 5-game slate. That could be a nice play. All right, so next up, we're going to go over to our small forward. At small forward, I'm loving, again, Bogdanovich. Buddy Hield, let me add him on there. At 6K, this young Sacramento team, man, Buddy Hield is playing 30-plus minutes, putting up a good amount of shots, all righty, and getting run. So, and his usage is pretty good as well, 32 to 19%. And so, I like me some Buddy Hield, guys. Kawhi is out resting, so we're going to definitely have to exclude him. All righty. So exclude that player. Paul George, somebody I was considering, man. But again, that game is projected to blow out. But Paul George can put up 55 DraftKings points in no time. So I will have a couple of shares of Paul George. But right now, I'm just talking about my favorite plays, price value wise, so to say. Jabari Parker, last game, played 16 minutes and put up 30 DraftKings points. So with Chicago having some issues with their bigs, Wendell Carter is out. We got Robin Lopez starting. Alrighty, they traded away Holiday, so they're a little slim on players. And so if this guy gets any significant run, especially with this game being considered a blowout, 3.6K, he could be a good value. So I got Jabari Parker on my radar. All right, we already talked about KCP. All right, so next up at power forward, let's go ahead and go with. Ooh, man, power forward is the hardest position for me, guys. Drop your comments below. Let me know who you like. But for me right now at power forward, I'm thinking about going with a value guy like Mr. Grant. Again, that game in OKC is projected to be a blowout. Marketing probably. Again, they having some issues with their bigs, so maybe he needs to get some extra run. Who else? Bobby Portis. All right, could be a good play. Let me throw him in there. He's a high point per minute guy if he gets the minutes, but that guy's a hit or miss. Mason Plumlee could get some good run. In that blowout game versus Chicago. That game gets out of hand. Maybe get some extra run on the floor. So a couple different options. Again, you got Siakam and you got Mr. Ibaka. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw Ibaka in there just because he's cheaper at 6.5K. I can save $500. And he should get some extra run. Again, they are without quite a few of their bigs, right? Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, OG is out. Valanciunas is out. So, yes, Ibaka should be in for a good amount of minutes, and his production should be up now that those other guys are out. And so at 6.5K, Ibaka could be a very good value play, guys. So those are my favorites at power forward. Last but not least, at center, I know I said this game could be a blowout, but if you look at Jokic's history versus this team, he scored 61 twice versus this team. And he's at home. All right. He's a big favorite of 13. Jokic could put up a lot of points really quick, so I will have some Jokic. Lakers are a good play when it comes to centers, so I would consider some Steven Adams. I'm going to go ahead and add him into my player pool. All right, he's in a pretty nice matchup, but my favorite one on the slate is going to be this guy right here, Mr. Cauley Stein, man. So at 6.5K, all righty, in the game versus Charlotte, where they're 3-point underdogs, all righty. They don't have anybody, well, technically, let me see, 24th rank versus a position. So ever since Zeller went out, they've been giving up points to the bigs. And as you can see, the last time these two teams met, Wally Cauley-Stein put up 40 DraftKings points. So for a guy at 6.5K, he's pretty much close to a lock for me. Joel Embiid, I did consider, but his history versus the Indiana has been inconsistent. But the last time they played, he put up 74. So that's something to keep in mind. But, man, this slate here, man. 5 games. Got a couple of guys up there in the high tier when it comes to the price range. And, man, for me, I would probably say the guy that I'll be looking to pay up for, man, it's going to be tough. Ooh, Westbrook. I'm going to go with Jokic. If I'm going to pay up over 10K, I would say Jokic, guys. But, all right, guys, so that's all my favorite plays. So in Draft Dashboard, once you get done selecting your players for your watch list, you can go over to Lineup Optimize and let Draft Dashboard optimize your lineup. If you like what you see, you can save it. If you want to modify it, you can go in here and upgrade or downgrade players to fit your liking. All righty, and then once you're done, you hit save. We also have a mass lineup generator where you can build 10 to 100 lineups and let Draft Dashboard do all of the figuring and tinkering for you. All righty, and then again, we got the NBA cheat sheet. All right, guys, so that's pretty much Draft Dashboard giving you the top plays. So there's no thinking about it as far as research goes. You just come in here, see what the top favorite plays are for the day, put them on your watch list, go to the Optimize and let Draft Dashboard spit you out a lineup, and then collect the funds at the end of the day. All right, so right now, these are my favorite plays, guys. I got Brandon Ingram at shooting guard, Bogdanovich at small forward. Again, last time they met, he played 29 minutes and put up 32 DraftKings points. All right, Wally Cauley-Stein, again, he scored 40 the last time these two teams met. All right, Buddy Hield, again, put up 32 in that 6K. That's pretty good and with some upside as well. And then Jokic at 60 DraftKings points the last time these two teams met. He played only 32 minutes. All righty. But, again, we know Jokic can get up there real quick with his rebounds, blocks, and assists. Maybe even get us a nice triple-double. So those are my favorite plays right now, guys. That leaves you 5K per spot that's left. Again, these guys are not going to be in every single one of my lineups. I will just have a good majority of them in my lineup. So, all right, good luck on today's slate, guys. Only 5 games. All righty, good luck. Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like the video for me. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by, and you guys have a great day. Peace.